Alright guys, today we have some really cool Bengals news to react to. We have 3 different news to talk about. First off, Logan Wilson and getting his contract extension done. We have an update, sort of, from Logan Wilson. Then we have a video to react to of Chrisman talking about the fact that the Bengals drafted a punter, how he feels about it, what his opinion is. And then finally, Joseph, we have a update on him. So let's go ahead and listen up to Logan Wilson. They're asking him about his contract extension and where is he and the Bengals at with the contract extension. Let's listen up.
Just control what I can. I'm not worried about that right now. So.
You know if there's any progress that's been made then?
No, I mean, not that I know of yet. I know we've talked about it, and so hopefully get something done. But it's really not up to me. So that's what I have an agent for.
So, exactly what I kind of expected. I didn't watch this video beforehand. But kind of what I expected him to say, which is just, at the end of the day, I'm hopeful to get this contract done. It's not really up to him. And this is really, honestly, the facts. Especially when you have an agent. T kind of alluded to this, too, when they asked him about the contract extension. And he said, you know what, my agent, he's working on it. That's between my agent and the Bengals. It's not up to me. It's not, something I really I don't partake in. Usually the agent would tell the player, hey, listen, this is how much they're going to give you, and this is how much we're accepting. But that's why you pay your agent big money, because he does all the heavy lifting, and you as a player just focus on you, worry about your body, and make sure you're the best player possible. So, not really too surprising. And also, you got to keep in mind, Cincinnati does have a lot of different, players are focusing right now, a lot of different, things going on. You just had the NFL draft. You right now have undrafted free agents you're worrying about. Free agency wave 2 is coming sometime very soon after June 1st. Then you also have Joe Burrow's contract you're working on. You're also working on, apparently T. Higgins' contract extension is done, according to sources, but they might even still be working on that for all we know. Then, of course, DJ Reader's contract is up after this year. So, there's so many different factors they're worrying about that they're going to get Logan Wilson extended. That's 100%. They're not going to let him go. But this might be down the priority list farther than we honestly think it is. Again, there's a lot of things they're working on, to get the team ready for August and September. So, it is what it is. They'll get the contract extension done. Keep you guys updated when that does come out. Second video we had to react to. They asked my man Chrisman about the fact that they actually drafted a punter and how he felt about it. Let's go ahead and listen up to him.
Can't really think about it that way.
You don't think of it as competition. You just go out and focus on your mechanics.
I mean, you just got to focus. Yeah, just focus on your own job, and just try to be the best player you can, and high water makes all boats rise. So you must look forward to it. I never really had competition in college, and I feel like I became a better punter having the competition last year with Kevin. So,
do you know Brad?
Oh yeah. I'm very familiar. Playing those guys. I think he was my last 2 years. I think he was there. But yeah, I know Big Ten guys pretty well, and yeah, we have a good relationship. I text him after the draft. Tell him congrats. And, I'm looking forward to the competition. So.
Does it help that they give you a heads up for,
just like being able to process and understand it? I think so. I mean, yeah. Darren was pretty clear. He doesn't beat around the bush. Knowing Darren, so yeah, it's good to have Darren and be pretty clear what to expect. And he called me after the draft, kind of just laid out what's going to look like, and yeah, he said it's pretty much an open competition, and the best man win, and I think that's as good as opportunity as I would ask for. So.
what was your off-season workout to get bigger and stronger? Is it all lower body, or are you working out everything?
I think everything. Certainly in my position, I think on lower body days, I took a little more pride in those days. But I typically go down to Alabama. I went down there for about a month and trained with my kicking coach, and they had a gym there that I was working out at just about every day while I was down there for about a month. So gave myself a good time off after the season. Got to really feel what an NFL season looks like and just how long it is and how late into the season you play. So I think it's good to take a couple months off. But then, yeah, I was able to get back into it for about a month in Alabama and feeling really good where I'm at right now. So
that first year with the hand,
Mm-hmm.
did you do any punting? I know you couldn't hold, but could you do any punting at all? Or was it too rough to catch
a little
the snap?
bit. I couldn't catch a snap.
Yeah.
I could hold the ball.
Okay.
barely with 4 fingers. So I was more just kind of feeling it off my foot. I don't know how much technique I was really able to work on with only one hand there, but yeah, I'm glad I have all working digits this year. It makes playing a lot easier.
Which is what we kind of expected. You know, when you take a punter in the 6th round, you're bringing him in for competition. It's not 100% that he's going to take the job of the starter, let's be honest. But during the preseason, you never know what's going to happen. You know, Justin Tucker for the Ravens, he came in and competed against Billy Cundiff, and then he got the starting job, right? So it's always a possible chance that, you know, 2 guys come in and they end up, one guy walks away with a job that you just don't expect to walk away with it. We're going to have him, Huber, and Robbins all compete for this starting job. And one person is going to walk away with it. So let the best man win. And he said, you know what, competition is always great. It's always great to see, you know, who's the best option there. Obviously, he's now getting back from injury, but high water makes all boats rise. I think that's the best way to put it. You know, you're going to have one player rise out of all this and become the starter. Our last story today is Joseph. Tell me down below how to say his name, because I want to stop calling him Joseph. Asario? Joseph Asario? Sorry? So I feel like it's Asario. I don't know. Will miss voluntary workouts to rehab labrum injury. Joseph, speaking for the first time this offseason Monday, said he will miss Bengals voluntary workout program this offseason as he underwent. Oh my god, I just cannot speak today. Underwent season surgery in February to repair a torn left labrum that he injured against the Browns last December. He said the timetable of his recovery is about 4 to 5 months long, saying he is going on week 12 of his recovery. However, Joseph said he hopes to walk around during the Bengals' organized team activities in June with the hope of being ready to go for training camp in July. I'm speculating, but I'll leave that to trainers, Joseph said to reporters. I'm feeling really good. Rehab is going good. That's okay. Let me just skip forward a little bit. Joseph added to the rest of this offseason has helped him recover from hypoextended knee injury he suffered on the final play of the AFC Championship game, saying the knee is moving pretty good. He puts Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes out of bounds, drawing an unnecessary roughness penalty that helped the Chiefs put the Chiefs in the field goal range to win the game. That's in the past now. I'm looking forward to getting back there and righting that wrong. It's going to take a lot to right that wrong, Joseph said on the play. It is what it is. It is what it is. We'll be back there next year for sure. Joseph said he's using that play as extra motivation, but he's more focused on using the Bengals' outcome in that game to push himself to get better heading into 2023. He played his first full season last year after missing his rookie season with a torn ACL injury he suffered that preseason, finishing the season with 17 tackles and 3.5 sacks. Although the Bengals finished near the bottom half of the league in total sacks and quarterback pressures last year, Joseph said he's not worried about those outcomes. Rather, he's more focused on staying healthy next season and having a bigger impact on the defensive rotation. Speaking for myself, I want to become more efficient and more productive and more importantly, win games. Nothing happens if you're not winning games. You can have all the stats in the world, but if you're not winning games, you're not working, Joseph said. Love the guy. Absolutely love the guy. Glad to see he's back. Glad to see Drew Chrisman's being a good sport about everything, and Logan Wilson will eventually get that contract extension. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.